Hey there, YouTube. I'm back again, and what I've decided to do today, or well, rather not today, this is more like a little while after I recorded the intro video, is I've decided to go ahead and start playing some Space Engineers. But not just anyway, what we will do is we're going to go ahead and jump in and play a custom game. So, what to do? Alright, first of all, let's name it. What should we name our star system? Phoenix Corp Mining District. Exploration mission. So, yeah. No description. Alright, of course, survival. Alright, let's make it realistic, and let's make it, we'll keep it private. I'll get on to why that is later. And max players should be 3. Alright, environmental hostility. Let's keep it as safe. Block limits off. Autosave, check. Alright, mods. So yes, I'm going to be using some mods. However, I'm not going to go ape and then some. We're going to go with a few of my new mods. These are really old mods. Like, these are back from way before planets were even here. Some of these are anyway. Okay, so we're going to add a very finite amount. First of all, energy shields. Check. For right now, I'm gonna do this. And these two. I don't remember what that does, but we're gonna ignore that. Maglev Rail. Snowbot Mark II. Let me see. No, I don't want that. I will do modular thrusters. I will do helicopter propellers. And we'll add, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, yeah, sorry. Okay, so 9 mods. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Advanced. And then what we will do is one moment. This is what I get for using YouTube. How ironic, isn't it? Anywho, okay, so inventory size. That's gonna be 10. Assembler, 10. Refinery. Holy god, that's loud. Of course, it's, I don't know how loud it is for you guys, but whatever. Alright, so welding speed. We're just gonna max those out as well, because you know what? I don't want to have to deal with all that. Maybe if we were doing roleplay, sure, but not here. Okay. Max allowed objects. We're gonna bump that up to about 150. Max backup saves, we're gonna bump those up to about, where is that number? There we go, okay. Yup, yup. Default divided by 5. Well, no, let's just leave it at default. I shouldn't be using it that often. I'm thinking of something else. U distance. Bump that up to 20. Bump that down to an hour. Yeah, we'll bump that down to an hour. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that. Keep that. Gonna enable spectator. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm not going to build in any way that would abuse this mechanic. Weapons are enabled, destructible blocks, cargo ships, in-game script, enable tool shake, that we're going to turn that off, enable third person, enable oxygen, enable air tightness, random encounters, enable sun rotation, enable convert to station, enable jetpack, unsupported stations. Okay. Start and respawn screen. No, okay. Spawn with tools, yada yada. Enable drones, yes. Enable spiders, no. Well, no, I think that'll add a certain element to it, so we'll keep those. I'm going to turn off wolves, though, because I'm not dealing with wolves early on. They're just a pain in my bouton. Enable respawns and what? Oh, okay. Okay, so that should be good. World generator. Okay, we're gonna make those high density, and we're going to keep the fluoro density at that. And now that should be all, and did I just... What scenario is this? Oh, God, I'm an idiot, aren't I? So where do we want to... Yeah, I guess we're going to start on Earth. However, I'm going to abandon this as soon as we get there. One thing I've always hated about this API is the fact of what it likes to do. Default. I'm gonna have to go through and fix all these bloody fucking stuff. Enable extra damage, permanent death, weapons enabled, cargo. Actually, air tightness does not matter, and it'll boost our performance just in case. Turning off wolves, enabling spiders, spidles. Spawn with tools, yada 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 yada. I believe that's everything. Okay. Okay. Everything should be set, and let's do it. Ugh, I apologize for the yawning. It's probably a bit late now, and I probably should have done this from the beginning, but we're gonna go ahead and... Can I... Yeah, I guess it does... Oh, there it is. Okay. So... Wow. 9 minutes of the video. So this... I'm gonna make this a 40-minute video. Due to the... Well, no, let's go for an hour since it's our first video. I think we can go that long. So... It's late as hell.
Let's go ahead and get my timer set and raise that up to 50. Start. So, be about an hour. Alright, we'll go ahead and cut the music for now, I'd say. As I'm sure you did not come here, oh my god, to listen to music. So, whilst this loads, I'm going to get me a drink, because, get. Oh, now you come up and hop in my lap, eh? Hey. Is that my pretty titty? Is that my pretty kitty? Oh, I think that's my pretty kitty. Oh, hey. Yeah, my cat's name, her name's Juno, and she is just a lovely little crackhead. No, you can't eat my cord. Those are my headphones. No, 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 no. You can hop down here, alright? No, you can't. Crackhead. Bound and determined to be up there so you can chew on that, aren't you? Yes, and I know it's a white screen. It just loads like that. I don't know why. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to, first thing, as soon as I get in, I'm going to do right now is I'm going to press K. I'm going to go to GPS and I'm going to do new from current position, and I'm going to do pirate area, and then leave that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to press the magical tool of Alt F10, and temporarily we're going to do this. Wait, first, hold on. Something I wanted to fix first. Now, you may have noticed Snowbot Mark II. Well, this is what that does. Okay, so now we got the black Snowbot. And you may have noticed, look, our O2 says 0. Well, here's the magic of Snowbot. He has this magical... Oh, no. Is he broken in this version? Oh, okay. I thought it may have worked, but I haven't used him in a while, so yeah. I'm gonna go back to the normal player. Basically, he runs faster and all that, and he flies just a little bit faster, but anywho. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and delete that. And delete that. Delete that. Delete that. is we're cleaning this up for lag reasons later. I know I won't have to worry about it. I believe creative mode should just let me... Well, no, it doesn't matter anyway. Okay. Why are my hints up? Hold on. Game. Okay. Yeah, see, it's basically infinite, because, yeah, whatever. And we're just gonna... Yeah, I did it. So what? Alright, so we're going to do a planetary lander. We're going to go ahead and respawn. Now you want to keep in mind that deadly re-entry is on. So if this thing accelerates too fast, which I'm hoping it won't do, but it probably will due to our speed mod, it could cause our lander to burn up. You'll know this by the fact that you'll start seeing a heat message. Oh, no, it looks like we managed to hit the deceleration point. So no worries there. Alright, let's look for a suitable landing spot. I'm liking... I don't know why I can still see those, but whatever. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. Transfer all... Okay, factions. Let me go ahead and leave first colony. Yes. We're gonna create the Phoenix Corporation. Yeah, and we're gonna add accept. Yeah, that way we have an NPC, because fuck it. Alright, so let's go ahead and find ourselves a landing point. Ice lake, we should have plenty of water for hydrogen, so that's what I think I'm going to do. Plus, if we can find some iron early on, that'd be very freaking helpful. Switch them off for now, as I'm not too well. No, I'll keep them like that. You may have noticed, and you may possibly be wondering, wait, don't you have that acceleration mod on? So why isn't your ship accelerating so much? Well, that's where the aerodynamic mod that I added comes in. You see, what the aerodynamic mod does is it checks ships to see how well aerodynamic they are. Normally, right now, I'd be accelerating a lot faster than I actually am, but the fact is, the ship isn't very aerodynamic, so you haven't figured it out already, it's being slowed by the aerodynamics effect. Of course, we're just going to drop still, but as you can see, I can kind of fly this thing normally. Under normal circumstances with this speed mod, it'd be a piece of shit in handling. And I'm assuming that's what it had to do with our little thing. But another reason why I added this speed mod is not just because of the aerodynamics mod. It's also because I have a little project that I want to build in space, known as a railgun, or a high-speed mass accelerator, if for all you geeky types. Which, of course, I'm a geeky type, so I probably have no room to talk. So let's see, nickel. Alright, well, let's go ahead and set a GPS. New from position. No, hold on. Alright, nickel. Nickel, comma, magnesium, comma, silicon. Oh, shit. Habit, silicon. Alright. Right now, you're not going to be shown on HUD, but you're going to exist. That's so nice. Gold. Gold and silver. Okay, what I'm really looking for, and I take precedence over iron. I know earlier I said, oh, I'm looking for iron. Well, I'm looking for uranium. And if you know what space engineers is all about, you know that uranium is going to be a pretty damn big lifeline, unless of course you're going to run off of solar power, which yes, you can fully do. You can fully run off of solar power. However, I don't want to, because I'm not a freaking nerd. While solar power can be effective in some cases, it's not going to suit my purposes at all. Alright, there's iron. Anything else? What is that? That's gold. Oh, jackpot. Iron and uranium. Alright, set her down, boys. I would like to put her down right over here, I believe. Should be good. Right, so we're going to turn those off because while auto lock is good, you have to realize that it wants to lock as soon as they... Okay. Well, that happened. What in the fuck? Interesting. Anywho, let's go ahead and lock her up. And then, one thing I always do, thrusters, Control A, off. That'll lighten on the sound, and it will also... That way we're not making too much noise. And then turn on our player light. Alright, so first things first. Let's go up to the roof, and there's our beacon. Now what I'm going to do is... press G, let all that load in. Here it all is. Look at it in all its glory. Okay, anywho, continuing along. We'll get on to all that nice looking stuff later. But I'm gonna place down this. And you're probably thinking, wait, why Why is he doing that? Well, because I don't plan to build a base yet. And I am still not getting used to this HUD. Where the hell is my weight? Anyone? Where the fuck is my weight? Shoot, I almost forgot I don't have hydrogen. I think it's on that side, so I don't know. I seriously don't see my weight. I may be missing it, but whatever. What? Oh shit. Tell me. Yeah, some of you probably already realized it by now. Give me a moment. Alright, hold on. I didn't even see it. Okay, control or Alt F10. Let's go ahead and turn that off. My mistake, YouTube. My mistake. Was not even paying attention. As you can see, a beacon is the exact same as an antenna. The difference is, beacons use less power than the antennas due to their different effects. However, right now I want a beacon. Due to, as you just saw, oh looky, I can... That's gonna hurt. Well, not horribly, but still hurt. Okay. So, we're gonna go over here, grab these two magical things. Okay. Anywho. So, back to what I was saying. Now I can actually see where the ore is. Because while this thing will show you where ore is, get away from this. Why is it up like this? I don't know why I said that. Okay, whatever. So, for example, it only shows you ore at a fairly okay distance. So, about... Yeah, see? Yeah, there you go. I don't even know why it's showing me... Oh, that's its range. Okay, yeah, see how it's now showing that? That's the range from us to it. And it's being displayed by that. Okay, anywho. Alright, for anyone using this as a tutorial video to kind of understand the game, there are two types of drilling. There's normal drilling, which is left click, which will release the items for you to grab. My drill kind of collected those, but still, what the? Get back here, you little... Oh, never mind. Anywho, and then, but this is a small hole. This is mainly for resource gathering, not what we want right now. What we want is to get to the uranium. So, we're going to right click, which, as you can see, drills bigger. And doesn't leave any ore. Now, sure, you're like, oh, why wouldn't you leave any ore? Well, you don't need stone for everything, do you? Now, certainly you don't need ice this early on, and I just want to get to this stuff. Plus, it's also good for if you're making bases. Eventually, we are going to attack those pirate bases, which is one of the reasons why I'm on God. Crap, wrong button. Oh well, picking it up. It won't matter. One good run of uranium is all we need for right now, so I'm not too worried about it. Fine, I will pick up the stupid stuff. Okay, so... But uranium's fairly light, so you should always be able to pick up quite a bit of it. Oh, is that? Oh, you sneaky butters. Alright, I see that's my weight bar. Okay. As you can see, we're collecting quite a bit of it. That should be enough for now. So, we've got a fairly decent, no idea how much, because some of my weight is stone, you have to remember that. But it should be plenty to keep us operational for a long time to come. And coupled with the fact that we're on an ice lake, I shouldn't have to worry about oxygen, because we're in, well, oxygenated planet. Hydrogen due to all the ice we have, and power, we're right on uranium, so that shouldn't ever be an issue. Alright, so uranium. I'm going to toss it in the refinery, and you'll notice as soon as it's being made, it's disappearing. Well, where's it going? Well, Space Engineers has this cool little neato trick. It has an automated sorting system. No, I don't, and it's not that advanced. It's not like, oh, it's going to sort everything in a chest when you throw it anywhere. No. It sends important items where they need to go. For instance, take the oxygen generator, for instance. If I had no ice in here, just like so, and I toss my ice in there, where'd it go? Well, it got sent to where it was supposed to be. Now, of course, you can't go into the control panel and say I pick on the oxygen generator. You can just go ahead and turn that off, like, turn it off, and then it will never take anything from anywhere. But that's not what we want, so we're going to leave that on. Now, uranium, of course, as you would expect, is the same way. Now, not all ores are the same way, however, the assembler will take ores from the refinery that have been left in there and use them to craft. And you can just move them manually later if you want, but we're not going to do that. Now, in this case, it's just moving the uranium and it's taking it to the reactor, so it's going to keep our power online for basically ever. The likelihood of us ever needing more uranium is going to be very low. Unless, of course, we're just making more ships, in which case, sure, but right now we're at 17 hours, sorry. The antenna, I don't quite need it to be that big of a range. As you can see, that was 10K. 10K is 40 kilowatts. Bump that up to 500K, basically quadruple. Actually, no, quintuple the amount of power usage. But if it's 40 and we dumb it down to about there, that's about half. It is half, really, but it's about, give or take a little bit. So we're only using 20 kilowatts, which will also, it may not show up right there on the bottom right. I know you can't see what I'm looking at, but I'm looking at the little 17 hours, which is the indicator of how much power we have till this ship dies. Now, if we hit Y, oh my, what the hell just happened? What was that noise? All the stuff powered off. Well, Y is the power button. It turns off batteries, power, all that. We just hit Y to turn it back on. Yeah, anywho. So, back to yada yada yada. I did that for multiple reasons. I sat there just to make sure to charge, because you have multiple things that keep you alive in this game. You have health, O2, hydrogen, and energy. If you run out of energy, you can't use your welders, you can't use all this, so you're basically screwed. You can literally do nothing except interface. You
run out of oxygen, it's not really a big deal on the planet, but in space, I press J, and you'll see here in a second my oxygen will start slowly going down. There you go, see? And it also, a little bit of my power went down with it, but the power is going down even slower, so don't worry about that. But anywho, over time, your oxygen and your energy will deplete, so you can either if you interface with a station, a med station, it's not going to do it on its own. It has to be hooked, you guessed it, by conveyor to the required resources. So either a hydrogen tank and an oxygen tank, or in this case, an oxygen generator. If you have an oxygen generator, the med bay will slowly accomplish all of your basic needs. It will refill health, oxygen, energy, and hydrogen. Without the O2 and hydrogen, it will only refill health and electricity. So, anywhoozits, what we're gonna do is get a bit of iron going, because how much time we got left in this video? Did I not start the bloody timer? What the hell? Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, I need to check. How far are we into this video? Oh, we're only 30 minutes in. Okay, hold on. I can fix this. I don't know why it paused. It's weird. Alright, so if we go ahead and just start. There we go. Alright, timer's going. Anywho, sorry for that. Alright. So we're gonna grab some iron. Yada yada yada. Basic startup resource things. Now, one of the cool things about the aerodynamics mod, which I will show you, and it's one of the reasons why A, I built on the ice flats, and B, I'm not going to have to use different types of thrusters. So, with the aerodynamics mod, as long as you can get your ship up to speed, you can fly. You don't need turning. Well, while it's nice to have turning, you only need rear thrust. And of course a gyro, but yeah. I'm going to be having energy shields just due to the fact that, while sure that's all you need.
Inventory full.
Alright, inventory full. Let's go ahead and head over here. But the main reason I have it, or the main reason I'm going to be using the energy shields, is due to the fact that whilst it may work, you still have to get it off the ground. See where I'm going with this? And as you saw with our weird landing, you know, where two of our things exploded, it's not... The Space Engineers was just recently taken out of beta, or alpha and into beta. Needless to say, it still has quite a few numerous bugs, especially in multiplayer. Don't even get me started on multiplayer. Anyone who's ever played this game before knows how much of a pain multiplayer can be. On large scale, I will say this, it's decent on small scale, but, and due to the fact that I'm tired, I think I'm not gonna cut it right here, but I don't think I'm gonna do the full hour. I think I'm going to maybe cut it off in a couple minutes, and what I want to do is I want to talk about what my plans are. So, first things first. Good, it just saved. So we're going to Alt F10, and we're going to enable creative mode for a second here. We're going to save as save point 1. And so I will revert back to that later. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and press F10. And I have a bunch of stuff off the workshop, yada yada yada. No, not much none of these are mine. There's only one or two here that are actually mine. But there's this high gravity mass accelerator is what I'm going to be using in eventuality. Because while warp technology is available in the game, I'd much rather use this because it seems way more fun. And this one is off the workshop, and give me a second. The YouTuber's name was Alex Ainsley, and he designed this as a mobile launch point. And this thing, coupled with the speed limit mod, basically that pod, I don't know if you can see it, it's in there, it's pre-built onto the structure. In fact, you know what, let me just do this. Yes, and there are parts. He has a mod in here that allows you to build automatically, but we're not here for that purpose. So I'm just going to stick it in the ground so it kind of becomes a static object, just so we can look at it, alright? So here she is in all her glory. The idea is this is a massive fucking gravity well right here. These rings are full of gravity shit. Okay. I don't even know if this thing will even activate. Don't quote me on that. I mean, hey, we can try. I don't know if artificial gravity will work here. We can always try, though. I mean, give me one moment. Let me see. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and shift F10. And I'm going to grab a bit of... No, not that. And uranium ingots, give me 100. There's... yeah. So artificial gravity does seem to have some sort of effect, but not the effect I intended. I don't know if it'll have any effect on this planet at all. But this pod, and don't believe me, go check him out. I'll leave a link to his video in the description, as this is from his video. And I give credit where credit's due. This is quite the cool little design. He's got it all automated too. So what we're going to do real quick is, due to, I don't know why it does this, I haven't looked too deep into that, due to the fact that I only took his design for his ring. I literally just cut this entire piece off, and as you probably saw earlier, I made an extended version by duplicating it, kind of. So we're just going to go ahead and shove some uranium in there, just to make sure that this thing stays running. Now, the idea would be that you hop in here, you press K, and you find the start launch sequence. And you just start it. As you can see, it doesn't seem to be working very well, due to the fact that we are, in fact, in gravity. But, is the artificial... No, this... Fuck, turn on my dampers, you damn game. You derpy ass game. Oh look, but it did break open some of this so you can see. He has literally filled this thing. And I don't think I said it yet, but the total speed that that pod reaches, of course you have to have artificial mass to launch anything, is about 1,462 meters a second. Give or take a couple hundred. And it doesn't do this like, oh, it just keeps accelerating. There are no thrusters on this pod. It's literally just a giant fucking chunk of mass. And it hurls it as soon as it leaves this, it's going that fast. Now, I thought, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll try shooting it from this planet's moon to, well, not in the moon's gravity. This does work in moon's gravity, yes, but it's very not effective there. So, but, quoting previous, I launched that pod. I retrofitted it. I put a small
energy shield generator in there, and I probably launched it from the moon of this planet towards this planet, just to see what would happen. And of course, it crashed. I had full energy shields, but the game could not handle what the f was going on. So yeah. Anywho, that's that. That will be an eventual plan due to the fact, now, if you know anything about this game, you know that this is way too impractical compared to a warp drive, considering each one of those costs 6 gravity generator components, which are expensive as hell. One of the most expensive things in the game they are. However, warp drives require 20 per one. And in case you didn't notice, or in case you haven't been paying attention, gravity drive, gravity drive, gravity drive, gravity drive, gravity drive. You get the picture. Let's just make those all explode. As you can see, they kind of just kill themselves. And kill myself here in a second. Anywho. Okay, so that's that plan, but moving on to what I'm planning for later is I want to get this. This is gonna be my mobile base. But where was it? What I wouldn't give to use this though. Where is it? I don't remember who built this. I'll have to look into it, but yes, it does say mobile airbase, and yes, it functions just as you think, and it works flawlessly. It's a beautiful craft. I love it. Anywho, going back, my eventual plan is to use this. This is an orbital cannon, and it uses the basic premise of this. Now what I'm thinking is I may end up using this. Now here's the drive gate. This is going to be literally what I use to propel myself between locations using a jump ship. But idea being that I literally, as you can see, it's literally duplicated. And it runs off of 2 large nukes, but I will scrap off one of them and keep one. So this is the launch point. You look this way and it just flings shit, you know. Okay, so back to what I plan to do. I'll leave it in the comments. I don't know if anyone's going to be watching this video, but it's up to you what we choose to start attacking the bases with. Because as soon as I get my main place established, I'm going to basically be moving immediately. And I'm going to be moving to a forward operating base close to there, the ore handling facility, and eventually we'll move on to conquering the district headquarters. But for now, I need a starter ship. So I need opinions. We can choose these, or if you want, I can just build something. I was gonna choose from one of these to build, but I don't exactly like the projectors, so we will have to see about that. Anywho, I'd say that's about all for this episode. I would like to thank y'all for watching, and we did run a little bit over the time that I had wanted to do, 45 minutes, but it should still be fine to upload. So I want y'all to have a good day, and I want you to take it easy.